1947, at the midnight of August 14th and 15th, India and Pakistan were born as independent sovereign nations. Just before the clock struck 12, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister, gave his historic lecture, Tryst with Destiny, to the Constituent Assembly that had been elected the previous year in 1946. Pandit Nehru was sober, not jubilant. He began his speech in words and tone very similar to Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg speech that had been given in 1863. Lincoln had said, "Foursquare and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. Freedom is fragile." By foursquare and 7, Abraham Lincoln meant 87 years earlier, that is in 1776, when the American founders signed the Declaration of Independence. In a significant contrast, Nehruji could not refer to any specific moment in Indian history when he made his vague assertion that long years ago we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. What does it mean to make a tryst with destiny? Literally, the words mean that we made a secret deal with something that was destined for us. Who made this secret deal for India to become a free nation? When was this deal made? Nehruji could not specify which Indian had made this secret deal with destiny and when was it made. As we shall see, a deal was indeed made, but it was neither secret nor was it man-made. The deal had been articulated about 4,000 years earlier, around the time the Indus Valley civilization was just starting. Who made India's tryst with destiny? It was God, who promised Abraham 4,000 years ago. He called Abraham to walk with me, and in exchange, God said that I will bless you, I will make you a great nation, because through your seed, I want to bless all the nations. That seed referred to the Messiah. God repeated his promise to bless all the nations, including India, to Abraham's son Isaac and grandson Jacob. It was that divine promise that was being fulfilled in Indian history on the midnight of August 14th, 15th, 1947. Now, you don't believe that, do you? And why don't you believe it? Well, because no historian ever says so, although every Indian does actually affirm that truth when he or she sings the national anthem. Well, who is right? The agnostic historians or the national anthem? Tagore had composed his lyric in 1911, that is a generation before Nehru became a leader. At that time, modern education was still shaped by biblical worldview that God and his providence shapes history. Tagore's lyric conveyed a foundational truth that Nehru and his followers chose to ignore. That truth is that God, not man, is the dispenser of India's history. Tagore translated his lyric from Bengali into English, and it says, "Thou art the ruler of the minds of all people, dispenser of India's destiny, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Thy name rouses the hearts of the Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkal, Banga. They pray for thy blessings and sing thy praise. The saving of all people waits in thy hand, thou dispenser of India's destiny. Jai ho, Jai ho, Jai ho." Victory, victory, victory to thee. In 1954, Bollywood's most famous male singer, Muhammad Rafi, communicated to my generation the anguish of the leaders that actually witnessed India's independence and partition. The song, composed after Mahatma Gandhi's assassination, was included in Satyen Bose's film Jagrati.
हम लाए हैं तूफान से किश्ती निकाल के, इस देश को रखना मेरे बच्चों संभाल के, तुम ही भविष्य हो मेरे भारत विशाल के, इस देश को रखना मेरे बच्चों संभाल के।
हम लाए हैं तूफान से किश्ती निकाल के, इस देश को रखना मेरे बच्चों संभाल के. We brought the boat out of the storm. Do take care of this country, my children. One of the stanzas in this poem said, एटम बमों के जोर पे बैठी है ये दुनिया, बारूद के एक ढेर पर बैठी है ये दुनिया. This world is sitting on atom bombs and on a dump of gunpowders. The world is, the song pleads that take care of every step you take. तुम हर कदम उठाना जरा देखभाल के, इस देश को रखना मेरे बच्चों संभाल के. It is right to celebrate India's independence. Many of our infrastructural achievements are magnificent. We are able to export not just food and pharma, but also world-class leaders of institutions, businessmen, engineers, doctors, educators, managers, economists, thinkers, writers, and artists. India's political stability is something to be grateful for. We are the world's largest constitutional democratic republic. A generation ago, statesmen such as Winston Churchill did not think that we were capable of governing ourselves. But thanks to the visionary leaders such as Nehru, Patel, and Ambedkar, India has proven the doubters wrong. We have to be sober as we celebrate India's political success. Darkness is once again engulfing the Indian subcontinent because our leaders have turned away from God's word, which is the light of our path and lamp of our feet. We need to return individually and as a nation to God's light before the spirituality of hate blows up all our achievements of the last 75 years into mushroom clouds that will cover the entire subcontinent. God bless India.